Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Haikal bin Nur Hilmi. My student ID is 2023622748.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Shazwani binti Suhaibu Amri. My Matrix ID is 2023680294.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Amirah Hazirah binti Mahadi and my matric number is 2023492136.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Adlina binti Rusmadi and my student ID is 2023438626.
Hi, my name is Nur Shamimi Ibtisam binti Ibrahim. My student ID is 2023814038.
Hello, my name is Nur Shuhada binti Nordin and my student ID is 2023858942.
Let's start with the introduction. Service quality can be defined as a measure of meet customer needs and expectations by the service. Based on the title, let me explain a little about the crisis. Crisis can be defined as a stage in a sequence of events at which the trend of all future events, especially for better or for worse, is determined turning point. Crisis also a condition of instability or danger as in social, economic, political or international affairs leading to a decisive change.
There are three crises that we will discuss in this video. The ongoing electricity crisis in Palestine, recent volcanic eruptions at Ruang Mount, and the global concern over a potential rice shortage. Let's start with the first crisis, which is electricity crisis in Palestine.
The supply of electricity in the Gaza Strip has been seriously reduced since January 2010. The major reason is that Gaza Solar Power Plant GPP is able to produce only half the electricity due to lack of funds needed to purchase the industrial fuel required to operate the plant. The latest update, more than 32,000 Palestinians have been killed by Israel attacks on Gaza. On October 7 last year, this electricity crisis was faced by nearly 2 million residents of the Gaza Strip, with regular power supply being provided only for a few hours a day on a rolling blackout schedule. Affected by that, some Gazans and government institutions use private electric generator, solar panels and uninterruptible power supply units to produce power when regular power is not available. To allow us to get an update on the situation there, Al Jazeera website on 21 November 2023 states Palestine now has network operation center at the Palestine Telecommunication Company called Paltel. In order to check the center safe for telecommunication, the Paltel electrician will have to make his way across the city during intense Israel aerial bombardment, which will put his life in danger. But they did not hesitate. The passage of time makes the Palestinian people become braver and wiser in living their daily life.
One of the companies affected by this crisis is Paltel, which is the telecoms network provider for the Gaza Strip. In the current world that we live in, communication is considered an essential. Do you know around 750 employees of Paltel need to take the risk of going through bombings, displacement and death every day to make sure the network keeps running? Sadly, at least 5 deaths were recorded in the West Bank due to the Israel attacks. To counter the crisis, Paltel has implemented a few strategies to make sure the communications network in Gaza stays intact. Communication is very important, especially for rescue services and also to spread the reality of what is happening in Gaza to the whole world. One of the strategies that they have implemented is by burying their cables deeper into the ground. Usually, network cables are buried around 0.6 meters into the ground, but Paltel buries their cables 8 meters into the ground to make sure the cables are not affected by the bombs. Secondly, they have prepared emergency power supply from solar panels, batteries and generators in case the electricity in Gaza shuts down. Thirdly, they have implemented protocols for the workers to be directed remotely in the West Banks in those occupied areas. We have to give credits to the workers for doing their jobs and taking the risk, risking their lives to do their jobs. Based on the strategies that they have implemented, we can see that Paltel is delivering their service through crisis, through precautions and contingency plans. The workers also show the eager to do their jobs even through their hardships.
Let's move on to another issue, which is volcanic eruption. On 17 April, Mount Ruang spewed lava and ash located at Ruang Island in North Sulawesi, Indonesia. This phenomenon has affected our country as Malaysia is situated in close proximity to Indonesia. According to the Malaysia Meteorological Department, the observed eruption sent an ash cloud up to 16,764 meters, which is 55,000 feet in the air. But Air Pollution Index (API) monitoring did not show air quality on the Earth's surface was affected. Due to this phenomenon, Malaysia aircraft was the most affected by this eruption. For instance, on 26 April, Malaysia Airlines cancelled 19 flights between Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA), including several destinations in Sabah and Sarawak, following the eruption of the volcano Ruang. The country's airline said 11 of the cancelled flights were to and from Sabah, including 8 flights connecting Sarawak. This has caused inevitable disruption in flight schedules in addition to designing travel plans from most of their customers. They understand the difficulties caused by this, but the safety of the passengers and crews remains their priority. So, what Malaysia Airlines do to maintain their service quality on this phenomenon? Malaysia Airlines customers who are affected can choose whether to make a one-time change in their travel schedule for free or a full refund regardless of their fare time. Not only that, Malaysia Aviation Group (MAG) said affected customers who want to change flights or cancel their trip can do so through My Booking on its website. At the same time, passengers are requested to update their details through My Booking on Malaysia Airlines to receive updates from time to time via email and SMS. This strategy is implemented to maintain high-quality service by prioritizing the safety of their customers and crews. Besides, Malaysia Airlines could gain public trust as they're offering refunds or free flight rescheduling to ensure their customers' needs and satisfaction.
According to this article, Malaysia is grappling with a rice scarcity due to India's decision to cease global production of non-basmati white rice, causing supply fluctuations. As a result, it is the company's responsibility to ensure and maintain service quality in order to generate constant profits.
One of the companies that facing the shortage of rice during this crisis is Bernas. What Bernas do to maintain their service quality? First and foremost, Bernas has created rice stockpiles throughout the country to secure supply should any unforeseen event cause a food crisis. Rice stockpiles were introduced to serve as an emergency food supply as well as a mechanism to stabilize supply and rice price in the country. They also are required to maintain, administer, and keep the stockpile at the current pace established by the government industry. The Director General of MAFI, Azman Mahmud, believed that in order to increase the country rice production, the company must take the necessary measures. The time has come to offer the private sector the chance to take the lead in the nation rice and the paddy industry. It demonstrates that Bernas is ready to handle this crisis and retain the quality of their products enough to meet the demand during this crucial time.
Next, there are also various initiatives have been implemented to ensure sufficient rice supply. These also include encouraging youth to become farmers and take the place of aging paddy farmers. Other than that, they take advantage during this crisis to make doubling research and development efforts to find new disease-resistant seeds.
Last but not least, Bernas has lowered the cost of import white rice to preserve its quality and ensuring sufficient and stable rice supply across the country. Additionally, it shows how dedicated Bernas is to guaranteeing product availability despite the local rice crisis. The company restated its dedication to the Ministry Long-Term Action Plan, emphasizing the importance of farmer welfare and preserving the nation's sustainable rice supply chain. As a result, Bernas managed the national stockpile and operate as the final purchaser of rice from the farmers.
In conclusion, maintaining service quality during crises such as natural disasters and pandemics requires careful planning, flexibility, and resilience. The electricity crisis in the Gaza Strip has presented significant challenges for essential services, particularly communication, with Paltel being among the most affected companies. Paltel demonstrates resilience and dedication to delivering its services amidst crisis. Secondly, the eruption of Mount Ruang in Indonesia has affected Malaysia, especially Malaysia Airlines and its customers. The airline put safety first and aimed to keep the customers happy by offering refunds or rescheduling flights for free. This showed their dedication and providing good service and keeping the passengers safe. Their proactive actions ease travel disruptions and builds trust in their reliability during crisis. Thirdly, Malaysia is facing a rice shortage due to India's decision to stop global production of certain types of rice. Bernas, a company affected by this, has taken steps to ensure stable rice supplies. They have stored rice, encouraged young farmers, and invested in better seeds. Bernas has also reduced the cost of imported rice to maintain quality and availability. These actions show Bernas' commitment to managing the crisis while caring for farmers and securing Malaysia's rice supplies. All these companies face different crises in the process but use different methods to tackle the problems.